Shanghai, China's most important financial center, a cosmopolitan hub, a city of 25 million people, completely locked down as authorities scramble to combat the spread of coronavirus. The worst outbreak here since the pandemic began. Empty highways, empty stores, empty offices. Everyone forced to isolate at home. Banned from leaving even to purchase food and necessities, instead reliant on government rations and spotty deliveries. Unable even to travel to hospital for medical emergencies. Total lockdown now for nearly a month, with China's zero COVID policies implemented forcefully. Health workers beating up residents. Authorities forcing people to move out of their homes so that entire apartment blocks can be turned into isolation rooms. Police officers and hazmats carting people off into mass quarantine. Many inside in these facilities have posted on social media of unsanitary conditions, causing some to worry that they could contract secondary illnesses, or that their conditions could worsen without being isolated from more severe coronavirus cases. Others have questioned the reliability of test results. Authorities trying to contain a virus, a move that disease experts long deemed impossible. Such measures worked to a certain extent with earlier cluster outbreaks. But China's approach is hitting its limit with Omicron, a more highly transmissible variant. Vaccination rates are high at 88% of China's population of 1.4 billion people. But the numbers decline with age, leaving the elderly already at risk, vulnerable to falling sick. Not just that, China has only allowed its homegrown vaccines to be administered. Jabs that clinical trials have shown are less effective than vaccines developed in countries including the US and the UK. Experts say this is politically motivated as many Western regulators have not approved Chinese vaccines for use. And that means China, now in its third year of the pandemic, is feeling the strain from its zero COVID policy. The public growing impatience given stringent restrictions and uncertainty, especially as many other countries around the world return more or less to a pre-pandemic normal. The economy taking a hit. Lockdowns, frequent and sudden ever since Wuhan was completely sealed in January 2020. More than 2 years later, some Chinese are feeling déjà vu, wondering just when Beijing might lift the veil. But that's not likely to happen anytime soon. Propaganda messaging that zero COVID policies are here to stay. Perhaps not a surprise, as leader Xi Jinping is expected to stay in power for an unprecedented third term this autumn, making political stability the top priority for the year. Easier said than done, with cases topping 25,000 a day. So that means finding a way, however harsh, to keep COVID under wraps.